Alright, so Rashid can paint 2 square feet in 10 minutes, so that would mean 1 square foot in 5 minutes. We'll keep that in mind for a little later. And then fill out the missing parts to tell how much he will paint. How long it will take him to paint a fence that is 6 feet by 25 feet. Well, we need to figure out the area of that fence. If it's 6 feet by 25 feet, we need to multiply 25 times 6. And we get 150 when we do that. 25 times 6, so 150, and our unit was feet. So we'll keep it that, 150 square feet. If we wanted to be specific, we probably should, of fence. And now we have to do a little bit of dividing. So we know that he can do 1 foot in 5 minutes. So let's do 150 times 5. I should probably write it over here so I can see it a little better. And I get 750. And now we have to figure out, because that was our rate here, but now we have to figure out hours to minutes. So we're going to do 750, and we're going to divide it by how many minutes there are in an hour, which is 60. So here we go with our division. And we find out it is 12. Hang on. I'm going to rewrite it over here because I'm running out of room and I need to be able to read that. So 60 times 2 is 120, and then we'll do our subtracting here. And we get 30 left over. Let's add a decimal. And if you do it down here, you better put your decimal point above. We'll carry that down. And now 60 goes into 300 5 times. And we get 0. So we're left with 12.5. 12 hours. And, well, let's think 0.5 is the same as 30 minutes. Because we want half of an hour, which is 30 minutes. Alright. The next one, Regina wants to cover one wall of her room with wallpaper. The wall is 9 feet high and 15 feet wide. There is a doorway in the wall that is 3 feet wide and 7 feet tall. How many square feet of wallpaper will she need to buy? So we'll start by doing the multiplication of these two parts here, the 9 times 15. And if we do that, we find out it is 135. And I can do a little side multiplication over here to check. Oops, I'm already writing it wrong. $135. Now I need to take apart, or take away that part that was a door. So we're going to subtract 7 times 3, which we know is 21. So now we've got 135 minus the 21. And we get 114 for an answer. 114. And remember, we were talking square feet here. Alright. This is the part I really need my students to work on. It's calculating area of irregular shapes. So we're going to start out by breaking it into pieces, smaller pieces. We'll find the area of each piece and then we'll add them up. So if this is a square, it looks like this is 4 yards here. This must be 4 yards here as well. 4 times 4 is 16. We'll find that spot right there. This says it's 12 yards, but I think that would be this whole piece. It looks like, trying to think, if this is 4 yards, then this was 4 yards. So this piece here must be 4 yards. And then going across, I don't have this dimension, but I have this one. So if this is 10, and remember 2 yards were 4. So 10 minus the 4, we'll leave this at 6. So now I've got 6 times 4, and I find out that is 24, the area of this. And now I've got this bigger piece. 10 times 4 is 40. Now I just have to add them all up. 40 plus 24 plus 16. And I get 80 yards squared. This one, you can break it up in a different way, but I'm going to break it up this way. You will get the same answer if you break it up in a different way. And I've got a 4 here and a 2 here, or at least a 2 here for sure. 4 times 2 is 8. Down here I've got 5. Not exactly sure of the length here, but I can see that this is 9. And it looks like this little piece is 2. So I'm going to say that this must be 4. If this is 2, and then this piece right here is 2. 2 and 2 would make it 4. So this side must be 4. 5 times 4 is 20 for that piece. And then right here I've got 9 and 1. 9 times 1 is 9. And then we'll add them up on the side. Oh, wait a second. I'm looking at this, and I don't think I took into account right here. I think this number is going to be off. You know why? This square right here is 1, so I need to subtract that from here. And as I look, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. So I've got a perfect square, not a rectangle. 4 times 4 is 16. Now let's add them all up. 16 plus 8 plus 9. And I get a total of 33 when I do that. So 33 feet squared. Oops, I better push it up. And I'm going to fold it over so I can get the whole thing on here. Fill in the missing lengths of the figure below. So this time we have an area and we have some of the sides, but we need to figure out what some of the missing sides are. So if this is 50, we know that this piece right down here is going to be the same because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, and that was 5 across, so this must be 50 also. And I'm thinking 5 times what will get me, because I need a base times height to find the area. 5 times what will equal this 30? So I need a 6. And now I need to account for the 0 because 50 times 6 would be 300. So this must be 60. And I know if this side is 60, then this side must also be 60. And it looks like we're measuring in centimeters, so let's be consistent and add our unit of centimeters. On this one, again, we've got a 6 on this side, so we know it's 6 over here, and it looks like we're measuring in meters this time. That's our unit. And now I have to ask myself, 6 times what equals 198? I don't know my facts all the way up to 198, so I need to do a little side calculating here. And it looks like it is 33. So 6 times 33 should equal 198. So this side must be 33. And again, we were in meters. And if that's 33 meters, then the top is also 33 meters. All right, that's it. Thanks for working with me today.